Hi guys, so today I'll be trying out the new Spellbinders January 2022 APG of the month. APG stands for Amazing Paper Grace. This one, they're designed by Becca Feekin, and this one's called Pop-Up 3D Vignette Coffee, Tea, or Me. This set was sent free of charge for my review, and of course all the paintings are my own. And any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. I think I'm going to also use the large die today because I just had an idea. So we'll see if we can put it together. So real quick, let's go over the dies again. I did do this in the unboxing, the very first video I did for this month, but let me move my stool here. It makes like a 3D vignette. If you're familiar with Becca Feekin's 3D vignettes, it's very similar, works very much the same way. I have a little teacup, right? So this is your main piece. So we have, the shadow or the background die. You can also cut that same die with the inlay, so make it a decorative teacup. And I think the example Spellbinders has on their site with this is the 3D vignette, and they're all cut like this with the little insert, the inlay. And then of course you're going to cut 5 of them. Now I have samples so they look like this, but you'll have a really nice carrier that they come on, and on the back it'll have some instruction. And so they'll tell you how many you need to cut, but I'm saying 5 because you need 1 for the front, 3 for the centers. You see 1, 2, 3, and then 1 on the back. So this you just cut out. It's very simple. All you would do then is these little guys that are slotted, yeah, with the slats. You would take those and pop them in. Okay, those 3. And then for the front and the back one, you just trim off the little tab pieces, and then you would glue, you'd bend this over and glue it to the front and 1 on the back, and on either side. So you do 2 of these, 1 on this side, 1 on this side, and it's that easy. And if you've seen any of the videos, they're just that easy, and then decorate it up however you like. This one happens to come with a cute little rim that goes in the back, so like if you want to build this up and just have it like this so it looks like an open teacup, you can do that. You can add the little rim to it, and it's a very delicate little rim, so it's it's not super noticeable there. What I want to point out is that this has a cut in it, so you can actually pop things down in there. It has a little embossing. It also has another layer if you want to cut like a coffee color or a tea color or whatever drink you would like to put in there. You can pop that on top of there, so you have all of that variation to play with, because if you want it, you don't want it, you want to use whatever liquid it would look like it goes in there, however you want to do it. Really sweet. And then this piece, I was looking at it, I'm like, because we have these words here, and I think on the sample they do show like you have coffee, tea, and lover, so coffee lover, tea lover, whatever you want to use, stamp on it. It kind of looks like a tea bag, doesn't it? And then it has these score marks, so I'm like, I feel like you're supposed to kind of score it, and you can make like a little dimensional like tea bag looking item, or maybe put 2 of them together so it has a front and a back. I'm not 100%, but that's what I would do with it, because it has that little hole in the top. I mean, it just looks, and then you have this little guy you can hang off of it. I mean, you guys, so cute. So cute, our little tag here. It comes with a handle. So after you put it together, if you're doing the 3D vignette, you just need 1 handle. Sorry, yeah, so you just cut the 1 handle, and then you would attach it to one of the sides. So you imagine this is your side piece, it has the inlay, all that, that cuts the little slats. And then you just attach it, right? It has little tab pieces you can fold it to help you glue that on. And then we have these pieces. Now these pieces are very interesting because these pieces can be cut. There you see they're facing different ways to decorate the front. Sorry, like this one would decorate, after you cut it out, the paper's facing different ways. So you can decorate the front and the back of your handle so it looks really nice and finished in different ways or different colors. Or you can use these as little plumes of like little steam coming out of your drink. So they did a really ingenious design on that, so you can use it in different ways. I thought that was really awesome. So like I said, you can cut this so that it's open. So there's lots of different things in here. We have these little sticks. You might think, okay, that's interesting. They're going to go in there. Now you can put them in there for the vignette. If you're going to use the sticks for the vignette, of course, you're going to want to make vignettes that have a solid piece and then the inlay piece kind of layered on top of that. If I was going to do this for a vignette, what I would do is probably on the inside ones, the inside 3, is just do them solid like this. And then on this outer one, you do the decorative layer, because they're kind of tucked in there, and I think you just want it there for the sturdiness of it. And the whole thing with the vignettes is that once you push it, it lays down, so you can send it flat, which is really cool. But we have these little stems, and then we have like leaves and all kinds of cute things, little flowers, little flower here. This one looks more like a daisy, kind of what they were doing with some different new lines that came out with the little daisies. This piece right here covers the daisy bottom there, so you can have a background plus an inlay plus this little topper if you want. You have your leaves. You have these sweet hearts, which are just adorable. Again, background and then inlay you can pair up. Just lots of fun ways to play with it. Today, what I think I'm going to do is use the large die to make a pocket and make it like a little... Oh, this is actually interesting. I was going to go ahead and cut this into it. You know, it has a lot going on. And then this guy's going to have a lot going on too. But suppose if we really wanted to, I could just do matte layers and not detract from our coffee, you know, cup. Because it's just going to be on there, and the little coffee or tea is going to cover this area up anyway because it's a good size. Huh. We will see, because as you can see they're a little bit different as far as the divoting, because this has to be up a little bit higher, right, to be inside the pocket. Interesting. I'll have to play with that. So either way, I'm using the pocket. So, which you could also, I think, this looks wide enough to actually slide a little tea bag in there if you wanted to. But I'm going to make it so that you can put like a bag of tea and then maybe some chocolate or something, right? A little Ghirardelli, something thin like that would be fun. So let me grab some papers and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So what I did was actually went to the card kit, and initially I had planned on making something, you know, this to go onto an A2 size card, which is what's in the card kit. But I can cut these from these guys, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna open it up like this and run it through twice because we need two of this, so one on this side, one on this side, and I'll have the two pocket layers, or front and back. And I think since I'm gonna go with just this matte layer instead of using the decorative layer from the large die, I'm just gonna choose one of these. How cute. Oh my gosh, I feel like this is a nice background for that. Oh, you guys, oh, look at this one if you want to look fancier. Oh, even the plaid. I mean, there's so many. Look at this with tea, such a sweet like background. Oh my goodness. I kind of wanted it to be a little more playful, possibly. So I'll use this one. And then I'm just going to run it through to cut that little guy. And then that'll be what mats over on that. Okay? So just for now, that's all I'll do. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we have our pieces here. And again, to make this pocket, we're just going to eliminate one of the set of tabs. So I'm just doing it with scissors, but if you want to line it up on your trimmer, it would be straighter. But I'm just following along on the score line there that's created by the die. And then we'll do our little topper. And I've been using this as the back side of the pocket, you know, so that way it curves around real nice like with this one. So however it is that you would like to do that. Oh, this feels so nice and sturdy because that card base is just, you know, a really nice card base, so it feels really, really sturdy. I'm going to take a moment to bone fold because it's really nice white paper and I want it to be very crisp. Sorry, my bone folder looks like it does. A lot of my tools look like they have glue because they do. Alright, I have a little glue stuck on there. And we're just going to put this little guy together. You know, I didn't bone fold last time. It probably helps you out. I was just kind of tucking in the tabs as I was going along, but if you bone fold it, it helps kind of push them down for you. And this is definitely big enough to hold a tea bag or a little instant coffee strips, or however they sell them. I think they're usually like in strips. There's one I really like. I think it's called Maxim. I think it's like a Korean coffee. So good. It's like Maxim 3-in-1. And it has, they have two different types, but the yellow one. And it's just the amount of like cream that I like, because it's basically like a white coffee almost by the time you, and it's all in there, so the little sweetness and everything, so good. Anyway, those are fun. Alright, so we have that. And then we have that cute little topper piece. Oh my gosh, you guys. Now, like I said, when you layer this in here, it's going to layer and it's going to stick out a little bit because, like I said, this was supposed to be the card that goes inside, so this portion here would have been sticking out, right? So you can see it better. Pull the tag out. But we're going to use it the way I have it here, so... And if that bothers you, you can cut it into it after you glue it down. Maybe just come in back and snip it off with your scissors. You know, it's up to you. It's always up to you what you want to do. Alright, here we go. So what's fun about crafting, right? They all come out different. Get some inspo and then do your own thing. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, there we go. You guys, that is so cute. So I just pulled all the paper out of the card kit because I thought that'd be fun to use those things for this little project. Look at that. Okay, let's put that guy to the side. So for this one, I'm trying to wonder what I want to do as far as the colorway. Since we already have white in the background. Ooh, I was gonna say, you know, I want to make it more playful, but it does have that gold fleck in there, so I'm wondering if I should use the gold paper for the top of it. It's gonna be very fancy. And then, and if I do that, I think the background should also be gold, right? Like the little gold showing. And then the inside can be like one of these pink colors. I would go white. Well, maybe I should go white. White and gold. Which is very classic, isn't it? Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this guy and I'm gonna cut this out one time, because that's all I need. I just need the 1 cup. And then I'm gonna take the same thing and get my gold. Ooh, I love this stuff. And then tape these together because you do not want these to move. So what I'm gonna do, I'll do that first, and I'm gonna see if I need to judge this, if it needs to be gold or if it needs to be white, okay, because I'm not sure yet. And I do like a tea color, so I'll probably just grab like a scrap of craft cardstock. Yeah, something like that. And just run this through. That way it's kind of brown, kind of beige, you know, that color. And I will be right back. And if, again, like this, you do not just want to run them through, you want to tape it. I always try to maximize my gold paper, so I'm getting right up in the corner. And really tape those down because you do not want that shifting at all while you put it into your die cutting machine, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Look at that. And we're just going to cut the tabs off both of these. So I love the way these fall out. They sound like tile almost. Just because they're just really amazing paper. I love this double-sided gold paper. Okay. Now we can glue this together and then cut off the tabs. Or, you know, hold it down, cut off the tabs at the same time. Whatever it is you need to do, but you need to cut off the tabs. So, but if you're using it for the other, you would leave them just like this, right? And glue them together. Let's see here. I always end up using like 5 or 6 pairs of scissors every time I do a project because I put them somewhere and I don't see them again. Okay, I'm cut that guy off. I'm going to be very careful actually. So just to there. They went flying. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. I do want to show you real quick actually before I cut these off. If you had this cut out, you know, you have your little handle like I said. If you're using the if you're making a 3D vignette, these guys are going to be hanging out of the side of the little bracket piece. And this, I don't know if you can see, nestles right in there. So if you really wanted to judge them in there or put them here, it kind of hides it away. But that'll be after you pop them in, right? You would stick them on there. So just want to show you, just so you have that. And I'll be right back. So now that if I have this together, I'm looking at this. Yeah, this definitely needs to be gold. So I'm going to cut that out in gold. And we have our handle. I think I'm going to just cut the handle in white and then take this little decorative piece. Now, again, there's 2 sides, but we're putting this on a card, so or kind of like a card base. You're not going to see the back, so I'll cut this part out in gold. So these 2, I'm going to run through the gold paper, and this one just through the white paper. Okay, just want to show you. I did run this back through with the embossing plate. The white paper, look at that. It's going to be kind of accent. It's not really going to be showing too much, but even at that, the embossing that just happened through just cutting it, oh my gosh, why is that? There we go. Is really good. So I just did that one by itself, but this one I did run through just so it's really pronounced. Oh, that's the excess. Let's get this little guy. Oh yeah. Look at that. So that's going to layer on top of this. And then we have this gorgeous piece. Like I said, that actually cuts open, which is really fun. Okay, let me put this stuff away and I'll be right back. Okay, so before we put everything together, there's a few little things we need to assemble. However you'd like to. You know, you want to layer that in between here, the handle, or just put it in the back, which is probably what I'll do. However you want to do that. And then where we're going to place it and all that stuff. And I think I'm going to wait to put the gold piece of the decorative handle part until after I put the handle on, because it looks like the gold might overlap a little bit and I don't want to bury it in the back. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, there's a little something extra there still. I'm just going to put these 2 guys together. I'm going to give it a moment because this is a very metallic kind of slippery paper. So I'll come back once it dries a little more because it will keep moving for a while. It's not like 2 porous papers being glued together. It's a little bit different. But I'll be right back. So I'm just thinking about how, again, I'm going to put that on later. This is the piece that I cut for this. I'm trying to see if there's a certain way it has to go. It looks like it is symmetrical. It just goes in there real easy. This is just a piece of craft cardstock, but I mean, there's lots of different colors of whatever it is that you want to pretend is in there. Come on. So cute, just snuggles right in there. I am going to go ahead and attach the handle, and then we'll put it on here. And that's what it looks like to me. And you know, the other reason you have the decorative area, this little guy, front and back, is let's say you want the handle on the other side, right? You can put it this way, and then you still have something decorative to put on there that's facing the right way. So I'm placing it here kind of high up. It looks like that's where it's intended, as you can see, because it lines up real well, the little tabs. Well, that's drying. That's why I said I was going to put this second, because it looked like this little bit just overlaps that area. But maybe it doesn't by the time I glue it down. I don't know. It looked like it. And again, we can drop shadow that too. I'm putting it right on there. Some fancy stuff. Yeah, it sits right next to it, actually. This little area is what I was wanting to make sure I didn't trap underneath if it was supposed to be on top. It's a little bit on top. Okay. So pretty. Okay, now this guy, I'm going to go ahead and touch it now. Now you can see there's like these little notches. That's basically where those little ridges would be. So the little ridges, and then just this bottom area if you don't want, if you want to still be able to pop something in there, okay? If you don't care, you know, just put glue and stick it down. But if you want to be more careful so you can still open that up. There it is. Oh my gosh. Just perfectly, I mean, look at that. I'm going to give that time again to set up, and I'll make sure that, you know, this didn't glue down accidentally, but it looks pretty good. Okay, I'll be right back. That's pretty much done. I do also want to show you that this little tea bag looking die here would fit in there also. That's what it's designed for. You know what I'm saying? Once you cut it out, you can pop it in there, and then you have a little thing in with your little message or whatever it is that you would like. Again, we have those words that you can cut into it. So I think I'm just going to stick this down just like that, but not quite yet, because what I'm going to do is cut out several hearts. Now, since I left it open, the pocket, I mean, we can tuck some little hearts in there. So I'm just going to run these through different colors, different background and inlays, and then I'll be back and we'll add those on there. I also brought out these little stickers from the card kit, which I thought were really sweet. So I think they're cute because you can actually just put one on somewhere in here, you know, however you want, and I think it's really sweet. So let me run these through. I'll be right back. Last one, just pop right out. So I did light and dark pinks, and some are going to be toppers and some are going to be in the background, so like a dark pink here. Ooh, tone and tone would be really cute. Or just all those colors of conversation hearts would be lovely. Did this just stop up on me? Let's see. Yep. Okay, let's put that to the side. That's probably because I leave the lid off too often. Okay. Oh, I was using this one. Alright, so let's just get this little guy going. This glue has a nice precision tip. Barely art glue from Spellbinders. I got totally tongue-tied on that, so I edit that out. Really has a precision tip. It has different tips, if you guys recall. I tried it out when it first came in. So I went with the precision tip because that's normally what I need. So I'm going to layer up the rest of these little guys and I'll be right back. I did 4, so I can do 3, maybe tuck 3 in here or 3 down here, 1 up there, however, but I like odd numbers, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm actually going to sit down. Alright, so that little guy, I mean, how cute is that? I mean, he fits on there if you want it to be more just on the edge, but I like it to be kind of like this and the little guy hanging off. And I think I'm going to pop it up. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it dimensional or not. Because, you know, you can just stick it right down, put your little items. So, to make it dimensional, I'm going to put one here. And just kind of down at the bottom and up the side, because I don't want to block that opening, just in case, you know, I change my mind or decide whatever I'm going to put in there might be something different. But you just don't want to block that too much. Oh my gosh, so cute. Let me see where I'm putting it. A little bit higher up. Trying to see it from my angle here. Okay. Let's push that down. I didn't put another one here, but we could. Look at that, you guys. I mean, cute already, little pocket. You can even write a little note on the back there. You can use the little T, you know, this little guy. Put your little sentiment, however it is that you like. So we have these, and let me decide what I want to do, if I want to pop them in there and which colors go where. And then maybe one out here. Oh, so cute. Okay, that looks good. So I'm going to pop this little guy down here. Plenty of glue. We could also put another dimensional. It depends on, you know, how you're going to, well, I guess we already gave it dimension, how you're going to send this if you want it flatter. I'm also going to put T and things in there, so obviously we need something. But you can pop that up too. And then these little guys, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. Just kind of pop this open. Oh my gosh, how cute. Push that in there. And of course, since I have these two pink ones, this third guy in the center. Actually, I need to move this one over just a little bit more. Make a little more room. Something like that. Oh my gosh. So I covered up completely that background, which is fine, but if you wanted to, you know, mess with it a little bit more, that the coffee shows there, or whatever your little drink is. But we know it's there. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, just like a cup full of love there. And let me choose what sentiment I want from that other pack, and I'll be right back. These are really sweet. Oh, this is sweet. So I'm just looking at where I would put it, maybe off the handle here. But you know, I'm gonna go with Love You Girl. That is so sweet. What a sweet little gift to give a friend, I think. Oh my gosh, you guys, I mean, look at that. Hanging off of there. I think I'm just gonna have it in the center here. A center is what I mean by here, and then where it's hanging off. And then the little guy does whatever it likes. If you wanted to doctor this up, then we can also add on like the little tea bag holder, which is really cute. Look at that. Okay. I was going to laugh, and then I started a little bit of a cough with my allergies. So I brought these out too, because, you know, I was just looking at what extra we can do here. So I think maybe I'll add a few of these little sequins here and there, and that'll be that. But again, I'll just dab a little glue and add it on. And I did bring a couple little treats to fit in here. So just because it's pink, or red, should I say. I have the cinnamon vanilla. I can turn it to face me or face the other way. And even a Ghirardelli square fits in there really nicely. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items for review. I hope that gives you some ideas, guys. I mean, there's so many ways to use this. Of course, the intention would be the pop-up vignette, and then, you know, just use it however you like. I mean, there's so many cute things in here. I mean, the little hearts on sticks, how adorable is that? And the flowers and everything. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll have the links in the description box. Again, this is the January 2022 club for the APG. Again, you can pick them up individually, the different club kits, or as value clubs, and I'll have the links for all those things in the description box. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye now.